What's up, everybody, and welcome to Buzzworthy TV. And I'm your girl, Lady T. So today, I want to talk about, and I'm so tired of coming up here with this same news, Wendy. But before we go into that, I need y'all to do two things. Number one, like the video. Number two, subscribe to my channel. And before we go any further, I want to give a couple of shout outs. First, I want to give a shout out to my friend's channel. Let me tell you, y'all, she is doing some things that are literally out of this world. Okay, her channel is called UAP Unidentified. Y'all got to check out her content. It is amazing. If you're into UFOs, if you are if you're into anything in regards to outer space or anything regards to life outside of this planet, I'm telling you, watch her channel. She's doing some great things over there. And then I also wanted to, give a shout out to all my other peeps, Rosie Rosette 2020. Make sure you go hit up her channel. Tisha Tells. Then we also got Chronicle Speaks, Layla Lynn. Those are my peoples, y'all. And then, of course, I got my OG crew. We got Tabitha Speaks. We got, Ashley Miller, James Caldwell, Bondi Blue, The Ghetto View, Properly Bonafide. I mean, the list goes on. So, y'all, check out their channels. And so, I just want to come here for a quick moment and just talk about Wendy Williams. Now, I plan on just doing one video today. I did a video about Joe Rogan and Whoopi Goldberg. So, make sure you guys watch that video. But now, I was made privy to some more news. So, apparently, Sherri Shepherd is going to be named the new permanent guest host until Wendy can come back. Now, this is all alleged. Supposedly, the ink is not dry yet, but this is all coming from TMZ, okay? So, this is all coming from TMZ. And allegedly what's going on is that Sherri Shepherd will be taking over the show until September. And when September hits, then they'll make their decision. Either Wendy will come back or they'll just rename the show and give Sherri Shepherd her own show. Now, in regards to all of this, how do I feel? So, as a Wendy Williams fan, and I'm talking about, I feel like I'm a fan because if you watch, well, no, I would say I'm not even a fan. I'm a supporter. Because if you watch my videos in the past, I've been on YouTube a very long time. It doesn't reflect on my subscribers, but hey, I'm working on it, okay? So, now, you know that I have literally drug, when I say drug, I've literally drug Wendy Williams, okay? But however, I also see the human side of her. Like, I drag her for what she does on TV and for her job. But I also see the human aspect of her. I see that she doesn't go home and is this mean, horrible person dragging people all day, every day, okay, in her life. And I do feel as though, because that's how people see her, they have their guard up. In a sense, she has her guard up because she don't know who to trust. It's just a whole mess in regards to that issue, okay? But back to how I feel about Sherri Shepherd being a permanent guest host until Wendy comes back in September. Or if she comes back in September, I should say. I think Sherri has proved that she can hold it down. There's no argument about that. No freaking argument about that. Not at all. I just feel as though if this is a situation where Wendy is not coming back to that show, once it's made completely clear that she says she's not coming back, she needs a farewell show, okay? So what I'm saying is, Sherri, if you guest host, and let's say in July, which is when they usually end the show in July. If it's not looking good for Wendy, they need to bring her back for a farewell show with the best of, because that is her freaking show. And it just breaks my heart, because at the end of the day, you can say what you want to say about her. Yes, she's messy. Yes, she has caused a lot of stress and a lot of emotional pain. But as far as like, people drag Wendy as if she murdered somebody, like she's caused physical harm, like she's stopped people's back. Well, dang it, Wendy. You and your husband did stop Nene's back. God darn it. I was on a roll. Whew, child. Okay, so outside of that, shoot. Man, oh man. But despite all that, she's still human, and she still pay her dues. I want to say for a good 35 years in this industry. And just to see that at this point, it's willowed down to nothing. She got to fight for her money. Sherry Shepherd, as of right now, has the show, allegedly. She has all these medical issues. How can you not feel bad? People are calling this karma. But at the end of the day, to me, karma is like, okay, now I don't say that it's karma, but I would see if people were saying it was karma when her husband was cheating on her and he had the baby and that all came out. Okay, that to me is karma, because that's like infidelity, that's gossip, blah, blah, blah. That's what she did. And if it got out, oh well, that's your karma. You exposed everybody else's extramarital affairs, everybody else's business. Okay. But now we're talking about someone who can't pay her bills. We're talking about someone who just, at this point, doesn't have a job. How does gossip allude to her whole world is falling apart? We're talking about her actual reality. We're not talking about just gossip. This is her reality. And I think a lot of people are mad and get upset with Wendy because, a lot of her stories were true. And a lot of people didn't like that being exposed. And yeah, she shouldn't have done it. But it's just like she was the walking inquirer. The only thing was, you couldn't blast the inquirer. You couldn't point your finger at them and say, you're negative. You deserve everything you're going to get. You reap what you sow. I hate you, inquirer. I hate you, the son. You don't say that to them. Because it's a face, then you guys just bully her. And yeah, she's a bully too, but hurt people in the sense that, like, if you watched her movie, you'll see that she was bullied and not accepted as a kid. Her parents fat shamed her. They never really accepted her. So when you get that against you, and she didn't have a lot of friends, so she was already, you can't say she reaped what she sowed even as a little kid when she was bullied. Now, you can say, oh, people bully her now because she bullies these celebrities. But she was bullied as a kid too, and she was just an innocent child. So what do you say about that? So I'm not saying this to say that Wendy doesn't deserve or doesn't deserve some backlash, or it's like not her karma per se. But I'm just saying that, to me, her karma is more so, little salacious things. Not like her whole world coming apart. Not like her not being able to pay her bills. Not her not being in good health. Not her not being able to walk and having to be in a wheelchair. Because we've seen her walk, but she needs an aid because she has lymphedema, which means that she can't really feel her feet like that. Her feet are numb. Okay? So yes, she can walk, but she's told you she can't walk more than 2 blocks, okay? No one deserves that. Not just for no petty gossip. If that's the case, what do we all do in the comment section of social media? What are we all doing on YouTube when we give our commentary? Yes, this is teaching us that we need to be mindful of how we deliver the news. I'll grant you that. But we can't be hypocrites and say, oh, this is her comment, or this is this and that. I just hope she gets better. I wish Sherri Shepherd the best. You know, I do want her to succeed because out of everybody, she's done the best job. But however, I want her to have her own show based on her own format. It's just like right now, I think because she has the ratings, they just think that they can just throw her in there. You know, she's got the ratings. She's another black woman. Forget what everybody else is saying. You know, they won't notice. We're just going to throw another black woman in there. No, there'll never be another Wendy Williams. Like, say what you want about Wendy. She was messy. She can be heartless. She's unscrupulous. But also, I will say this one thing that she did. She showed mainstream media that people care about black entertainment. Because nobody was covering who was doing who and what was going on with black people until Wendy Williams did it. You had to be like an Oprah, a Wendy, I'm about to say a Wendy, a Whitney Houston, a Mariah Carey. You know, you have to be in the upper echelon. Like I said, Oprah, Whitney, Mariah, a brand, you know, for the younger generation of Brandy, you know, people who have officially crossed over. But just for people who are like in the hood, like, you know, Mary J. Blige. She was the main one talking about Mary J. Blige and KC's situation when they first were going through their thing back in the day. You know, she was talking about Puff, Tupac. Now, granted, what she said about them was the most favorable, but she put them on the map, had people talking, to now everybody's covering us. You know, now we get the coverage on ET. Now we get the coverage on TMZ. Now we get the coverage on E! Entertainment News that we wouldn't have got if Wendy Williams, when it showed people, like, people care about urban gossip. You know what I mean? So yes, was she messy? Yes, was she heartless? Yes, did she say some things that she shouldn't have said? Yes, did I want to cuss her out? Absolutely. But I'm not going to sit up here and just act like this woman didn't pave the way. She paved the way for mainstream media to see that we were relevant. We're worth talking about. If she wouldn't have started talking about us, mainstream media wouldn't have talked about us, okay? Which, yeah, sometimes it is in a negative light, but some good and bad news is always good news in a sense of it puts you out there, it keeps your name out there for when you are ready to promote, whether it be good or bad, okay? So I might not have liked all her tactics, I might not have liked her delivery, but I just wanted to just put that out there. And, you know, it's a sad day. It's a sad day in hip-hop because, whether you like it or not, she was hip-hop. People mad about, oh, she said this about Tupac. Who else was beefing with Tupac but Biggie and Wendy Williams? Okay, who else got cussed out by Whitney Houston herself? I mean, Whitney Houston was all this, you know, prim and proper, looked fabulous in gowns and just this beautiful diva. And she showed, and Wendy Williams brought out Nippy, okay? Nippy wasn't having it, okay? And if you watch, everybody's talking about, oh, I didn't like how she did Nippy. Okay. They always talk about how they didn't like how she did Whitney Houston. Well, as an avid Whitney Houston fan, and hold on, y'all, because I got something to show you, just to show you how much I am a fan. Hold on, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I just gotta find it. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Just bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. I'm sorry. I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. I'm coming. Just looking for one thing. Just give me one moment. I'm sorry, I'm coming. I'm just looking. Okay. This is how much of a Whitney Houston fan I am. Okay? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Whitney Houston's autograph. Okay? So you can't tell me I'm not a Whitney Houston fan. Okay? So I'm saying that to say that as a Whitney Houston stan, I'm not even a fan, I am a stand, okay? That's how much I love her. I will actually say I am a stand, okay, when it comes to Whitney Houston, okay? So when this lady right here, when she cussed her out, I was here for it, okay? I was here for it. However, if you listen to the end of the conversation, she said, Whitney, I'm so glad you didn't hang up on me. And she was like, I would never hang up on you. So yeah, they had their exchanges, but it ended up civil and okay. But no one wants to listen to that. Everybody was like, oh, I don't like how she did Whitney. Not forgetting that before she went on this interview with Wendy Williams, that Diane Sawyer was interrogating her about her drug use, about her marriage to Bobby, and missed performances, her getting fired from the Oscars, all of that, okay? Nobody said nothing to Diane Sawyer, okay? And this was a couple of weeks, maybe a month before she went on Wendy Williams' radio show, okay? Okay? But they like, oh, I don't like what Wendy Williams did. No one's dragging the sister-in-law who sat up there and sold stories to the Inquirer and sold pictures of Whitney Houston's drug den when she would sit up in her bathroom and just get high. And the sister-in-law took pictures of her bathroom with all this drug paraphernalia everywhere. Okay? Nobody was dragging the people who was taking pictures of Whitney with, hardly no teeth and just walking around with a fur coat on. Nobody was dragging them people, but because Wendy Williams will report on it on her radio show, oh, she ought to be ashamed of herself. Oh, because she was asking her about her drug issues, it was a problem. I'm not saying that the interview was the best, and I'm not saying her delivery be the best, but people need to stop acting like Wendy Williams does something so different than everybody else. Stop it. This lady right here, This lady right here. Okay. My favorite singer. Okay. There's nothing you can say that will make her not be my favorite singer. But I know that people literally drug her way beyond what Wendy Williams ever did. And I can attest to that. Like any of the times where you can go back and see me dragging Wendy Williams, I never dragged her for that Whitney Houston interview. You wanna know why? Because by that time, Whitney Houston had been drugged through the mud. And maybe a lot of people felt like, you know, because she had been drugged through the mud, that Wendy should have cut her some slack. Maybe that's what it is. So put that in the comments. Is that why y'all be so mad at her? Because I'm trying to understand on that issue, okay? Really trying to understand where that came from. And so, yeah, everybody wanted to drag her about that. Now, the whole thing with Method Man and putting his wife's medical history out there, she was wrong for it. She was wrong as hell for that. Wrong as hell, okay? No, I mean, there was no excuse for that. You knew that information. Now, I believe in getting the tea. I believe in having exclusives. But when it comes to people's medical history and medical prognosis, I kind of draw the line. Okay? That's where I do draw the line. So, yeah. I just had to point that out there because everybody wants to be like, oh, she dragged Whitney and I don't like how she did that. And I think, you know, going on this rant, I think I did understand maybe that's the issue. It's not that she you know, delivers gossip. Maybe it's her delivery that people are so upset about. And that I can understand. But then again, as somebody who's in entertainment journalism and who scrolls social media, people in the comment sections, y'all people on YouTube included, say a lot worse typing behind your computer screen or typing on y'all phones. Y'all say way worse than what she ever could. But y'all want to drag her. You know how many people y'all say, oh, she wished death on a TikTok. Well, she didn't wish death on him. She was just saying that, you know, she had, you know, he had more followers than her. And I don't know, she was comparing followers. I don't know what the heck she was talking about. Wendy was probably drunk or high that day, allegedly. I don't know. All right? And I'm just saying that with love. She probably didn't know what the heck she was talking about. But I'm saying that to say everybody was mad that she said what she said about the TikToker. And it was harsh. I didn't like that delivery either. But you know how many people I see on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter who wish death on people? She was comparing followers to a dead person. But I've seen people wish death on these celebrities, okay? I've seen people say way worse stuff than she's ever did or said in regards to these celebrities. So I'm just trying to understand why y'all so mad at her. Because she getting paid for what y'all do for free? Because honestly, I would rather get paid to talk my mess and then go home and be done with it than to have these celebrities live free in my head and all I'm doing is just making a post. What? Where they do that at? So anyway, y'all, just let me know what y'all think about this whole thing with Sherri Shepherd being named a permanent guest host until September. Anyway, y'all, till next time, peace and love.